You wake up, stumble into the kitchen, and reach for your favorite cup of coffee, black, strong, and on an empty stomach. It feels like the only way to start the day, right? But what if I told you that this seemingly harmless habit could be secretly working against you? That your beloved morning coffee might be triggering blood sugar spikes, stress hormone surges, and setting you up for an energy crash before lunch? And what about that oat milk, almond milk, or even the dairy you're adding? Could those innocent-looking options be turning your coffee into a hidden sugar bomb? Today, we're diving into 3 science-backed tips that will forever change the way you see your morning brew. If you love coffee, but also love feeling great, you need to hear this. The morning coffee trap: why drinking coffee on an empty stomach can backfire. You wake up feeling groggy, your body craving energy, and instinctively, you reach for coffee before anything else. That first sip feels like liquid clarity, jump-starting your brain and shaking off the morning fog. But beneath this seemingly harmless ritual, something far less helpful is happening inside you. When you drink coffee on an empty stomach, you trigger an immediate surge in cortisol, the stress hormone designed to wake you up and keep you alert. The problem? Instead of a steady rise and fall, this artificial cortisol spike sends your body into overdrive, raising blood sugar levels, increasing insulin resistance over time, and setting the stage for an energy crash that leaves you more tired, more anxious, and craving sugar before noon. And it doesn't stop there. Your stomach, still empty from the night's fast, produces more acid in response to the coffee, irritating your gut lining and potentially leading to bloating, discomfort, and even long-term digestive issues. Meanwhile, your liver, busy detoxifying from the night before, gets an extra push to release stored glucose into the bloodstream, driving up blood sugar levels even when you haven't eaten a single bite. So while coffee gives you that temporary rush, what it really does is throw your body into a cycle of stress, blood sugar imbalances, and cravings that make your day harder than it needs to be. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize it's happening. Stress, cortisol, and glucose, the hidden effects of your daily cup. That first sip of coffee in the morning, it feels like pure magic. Your brain lights up, your focus sharpens, and suddenly, the world seems clearer. But beneath the surface, your body isn't just waking up, it's going into fight or flight mode. Coffee stimulates your adrenal glands to release cortisol, the same stress hormone that spikes when you're in danger. This might be fine if it happened once in a while, but when you start every single morning this way, your body stays in a constant state of high alert. And here's where it gets tricky: high cortisol doesn't just make you feel wired, it also raises your blood sugar, even if you haven't eaten anything. Your liver, following cortisol's command, dumps extra glucose into your bloodstream, thinking you need the energy to fight off a threat. The result? Your blood sugar spikes, your insulin levels rise to compensate, and just a few hours later, you're hit with that familiar crash, fatigue, hunger, irritability, and an irresistible craving for something sweet. And it doesn't stop at blood sugar. Chronically high cortisol can disrupt your sleep, making you more tired the next morning, which, of course, leads to another cup of coffee, another cortisol spike, and another day stuck in the cycle. Over time, this constant stress response can lead to insulin resistance, making it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar properly, increasing your risk for weight gain, energy crashes, and even type 2 diabetes. You might think of coffee as your morning savior, but if it's the first thing hitting your system every day, it could be the very thing keeping you tired, anxious, and craving sugar, and you don't even realize it. Milk matters: how your choice of milk can turn coffee into a sugar bomb. You carefully avoid sugar in your coffee, maybe even drink it black on some days, thinking you're making a healthier choice. But what if I told you that the milk you're adding, yes, even that trendy oat milk or almond milk, could be spiking your blood sugar just as much as a spoonful of sugar? Many plant-based milks, especially oat, rice, and even some almond milks, are loaded with hidden sugars and starches that break down into pure glucose the moment they hit your digestive system. Oat milk, for example, may seem like a wholesome choice, but since it's made from oats, a grain naturally high in carbohydrates, it can send your blood sugar soaring just like white bread would. You think you're making a smart swap, but what you're actually drinking is liquid starch, turning your coffee into an unexpected sugar bomb that leaves you crashing hours later. And dairy? The difference between whole milk and skim milk is bigger than you think. Skim milk removes the natural fat that helps slow down glucose absorption, leaving behind a higher concentration of lactose, a naturally occurring sugar that can still cause a spike. Whole milk, on the other hand, contains healthy fats and proteins that help buffer the blood sugar response, making it a much more balanced option. The problem isn't coffee itself, it's what you mix into it. That creamy, frothy addition that makes your latte irresistible might also be the reason you're feeling those mid-morning crashes, sudden hunger pangs, and sugar cravings before lunch. And the worst part? You probably never saw it coming. The sweet deception, hidden sugars and additives in your favorite coffee add-ons. You've ditched the sugar, picked a healthier milk alternative, and maybe even switched to organic coffee. You're in the clear, right? Not so fast. That delicious caramel drizzle, the vanilla syrup, or even that innocent-looking flavored creamer you splash into your cup each morning could be hiding more sugar than a slice of cake. Many coffee shop syrups and creamers are loaded with high-fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, and emulsifiers that don't just spike your blood sugar but also disrupt your gut, fuel cravings, and leave you feeling drained instead of energized. Even sugar-free options aren't always safe. Many use synthetic additives that confuse your metabolism and trigger insulin responses, making your body store fat even without real sugar. And let's talk about those prepackaged healthy creamers and flavored nut milks. Many of them contain hidden sugars, thickeners, and gums that make your coffee taste rich and smooth but come with a metabolic cost. Ever wondered why your clean almond milk still tastes a little too sweet? That's because manufacturers sneak in ingredients like cane sugar, maltodextrin, or even rice syrup, all of which act like sugar in your body. So while you might think you're making a smart choice, your daily coffee habit could still be secretly sabotaging your energy, your focus, and your long-term health. And the scariest part? Most people never even check the label. The smarter coffee habit, simple swaps for a healthier, blood sugar-friendly brew. Imagine starting your morning with a cup of coffee that energizes you, supports your metabolism, and keeps your blood sugar stable, without the crashes, cravings, or hidden pitfalls. The good news? You don't have to quit coffee to make it work for you. The first and simplest swap is timing. Instead of drinking coffee on an empty stomach, have it after breakfast, when your body is better equipped to handle the caffeine and any glucose response. This one shift alone can prevent cortisol spikes, reduce unnecessary blood sugar surges, and keep your energy levels smooth throughout the day. And if you want to take it a step further, pair your coffee with healthy fats and protein, like a handful of nuts, a boiled egg, or even a spoonful of unsweetened coconut cream, to slow digestion and keep your body fueled for longer. Next, rethink what goes into your cup. Ditch the oat milk, flavored creamers, and artificial syrups. They're often just sugar bombs in disguise. Instead, opt for unsweetened nut milks like almond, macadamia, or coconut milk, or stick with whole dairy milk if your body tolerates it well. Want a little sweetness? Try cinnamon, vanilla extract, or a dash of pure cocoa powder, all of which add depth without sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster. And if you need a sweetener, go for stevia or monk fruit instead of sugar or artificial alternatives. With just a few small changes, your coffee can go from being a metabolic landmine to a powerful tool for sustained energy, mental clarity, and overall well-being, and you'll finally feel the difference. Coffee isn't the enemy, but the way we drink it can make or break our energy, metabolism, and overall health. From drinking it on an empty stomach to unknowingly loading it with hidden sugars, small choices can have a big impact on blood sugar levels, cravings, and long-term well-being. But the good news? A few simple swaps, like timing your coffee after breakfast, choosing whole or unsweetened nut milk, and avoiding sugary add-ons, can transform your daily cup into a metabolism-friendly ritual that fuels your body instead of draining it. Now, it's your turn. Try these changes and see how you feel. And if this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself, share it with a coffee lover who needs to hear this, and make sure to subscribe for more science-backed tips to help you live better, one habit at a time.